Well, hey there, lovely people. This is Sean. I'm at the lovely place. Today we are getting the forms completed and the concrete is on the way. So you can see my concrete man here scraping up my gravel so I can spread all this dirt around here when we get done. Get it up, Steve. Get it up, baby. That's right. What's up, Gary? Say hi to the camera. We just showing off all this good work y'all are doing. So we got a 16 by 16 foot pad right here. We're gonna have a fire pit in the middle, chairs all around it, 7 feet out on the sides. We're gonna do about 6 inches deep to match that concrete coming out of there so I can pull my tractor up against that. This is where we ran our conduit, our rigid metal, so that we could bring a meter right up here. And they are working it. Concrete should be on the way soon. So I've only got a little bit of memory on this card that I have with me. It's the only one I got with me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sign off for the moment. We're gonna open it back up and we're gonna be pouring concrete. So the concrete is about to come, and these guys told me I was gonna wrap plastic around the building so the concrete wouldn't splatter up on it, but instead these guys told me, and they've been in concrete a long time, take some diesel fuel, put it in a pump up sprayer and spray the building about 3 feet up. And of course you guys probably know me by now. I'm like, well, would that hurt the paint? Will that cause a problem? How am I going to get it off? You know, all these questions, because I didn't want to do anything that would mess anything up. And I sure hope they're right. But they said that it'll, of course, it'll just wash off when I hope they're right. He's always right. He ain't never been wrong. But yeah, I sprayed this whole place here with diesel fuel. I told them to keep their smoking on the other side of the property, but they explained, and they're right, diesel fuel does not ignite easily, but it can ignite, can it? So I'm gonna hit this concrete here because I don't want anything to stick to that either. So let's hope it works. All right, guys, next time you see me, we'll be putting concrete down. Here we are. We got it going on. Just got started. That's the way you do it. So tomorrow we are having 70% chance of rain, and we've got rain for the next 3 days straight, but these fellows told me that within about 2 hours this should be dry enough that it's not going to even get hurt by a little rain. So by tomorrow we should be good to go. This, of course, will get broom finished out here. You got a tree behind you.
Hey.
You want me to go back there and guide you?
The biggest enemy's gonna be leaves.
Huh?
Leaves.
Leaves. Tonight? You mean before it dries?
Now.
Right now.
It's gonna be that's the worst part of it, man. Leaves.
Well, there's not a ton falling right now today, so hopefully we'll be all right. Hopefully we'll be good. Doing a little change of position here. wrong?
I hate to, but I need to cut that super board.
This one?
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and cut it, bud. But you're going to need it longer, aren't you? Out there.
No, I got a big one.
Yeah, it worked better if you cut that one.
You got a saw handy?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it'll do a lot better, but just knock it off.
Yeah, just knock it off. This rebar's getting in the way. Oh, speaking of rebar, I forgot it. Hey, Steve, can we still drop some rebar down in there? Yeah. All right. Well, let's see, I got 1, 2, 3. I don't really have enough to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've only got 5 pieces. I should probably do it on the other side where I'm going to come in and out the most, huh? Would you split it
2
up?
on this side. If it run late.
Here we go.
And
Wish we'd have done more, but that's what we got.
If you're outside, you got that.
well, go ahead and jump on that side.
Bring it on over this way, look. There you go. That ought to keep it from cracking.
No, it won't.
No, it won't.
Push that on down in there.
Hey,
Now you want it kind of in the middle.
you know what I always told somebody?
I can see it though.
Hey, you know what I told I tell everybody?
What do you tell everybody, Gary?
If it don't crack, I'm gonna come out and crack with a hammer.
Is that right?
Yep.
That's a guarantee. That's your guarantee right there.
Yeah, that's the only way you can. Hold up, Steve. Gotta hold. Yeah, you can't do it no other way. I mean,
No, you can't.
the state of Tennessee.
It will
It's
crack.
ground food around here a lot.
That's true.
But when it gets so cold and hot, yeah, it gets so damn cold and hot. The ground freezes thaws.
Yep. Expands and contracts, huh?
If you get some nice little water on it, if it freezes, it jams up like you put a jacket, put a down jacket on it.
Right. Well, I'm excited about that. I tell you, at my house, I've got so much cracked concrete. I've repaired it multiple times. My foundation is cracked.
You got water coming underneath that house somewhere.
Yeah.
That concrete stuff.
Right.
Probably got an underground spring under there somewhere.
Very possible.
All them through it.
That whole hillside on some solid rock.
It is.
Rock plateau.
Hey, and they've been,
It runs
Water
through the rock,
underneath it
yeah.
runs.
and they've also been blasting for 20 years out there.
Yeah.
No, longer than that.
That's the problem.
30 years.
That's the problem.
All right, I'm gonna toss this other rebar over here. Well, we'll actually do it like we did. That worked out good, tossing it in after the concrete's down. That way you don't have to pull it back up. Just don't forget that, right? I'm excited. We're gonna have concrete. It's gonna be really cool when we put us a fire pit out there and come up here and camp and just enjoy this place the way it was meant to be enjoyed.
Come on, lady. Don't give me that cold. They're talking about, you lucky this one had 25, 30 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour wind down here today.
Yeah, we're lucky right now. We don't have that. The wind's not too high.
Yep, picked up this afternoon.
Yeah, it's gonna come. If we can just get a couple hours like this, we'll be all right, I think, right?
Yeah. Yep, but the damn leaves, they won't fall on. It's awful this time of year, brother, leaves.
This This is the big part. The front. There's my electrical conduit. I buried it that way, it's going to come up that way, and I did the same thing on the other side, so that if we want to put a light out here or an outlet, we can have electricity on both sides. Be sweet. So yeah, here's the conduit over here. This is where the septic line comes out. Buried a little bit of this tape. It's metallic, so it will pick up with a metal detector to know where that line is if we ever need to, or if someone else needs to. Yep, the driver put a little concrete up there in my door. But that diesel fuel hopefully will do the trick. Got it all over it. We'll see what happens. Looking good. So this tree right here, excuse me, this tree is really close to center. That tree is close to equal to this tree on the left. I think I talked about that in the past, but it's a pretty cool setup. I cut in like that and over that way to avoid the tree roots the best I could. I did that on both sides, and it gives us space for maybe putting a swing on each side of these windows or down here on the ends and not blocking the view. Fire pit in the middle, chairs around it. It's gonna be nice. Well, this is the last side. We could only get 10 yards on the truck. He needed 11 and a half based on the calculations, so we're gonna see how far this gets us.
If it's not rattling, you may have enough.
We may have enough. That would be awesome.
It'd be awesome. Not house in back on.
That would be great. What would suck is if we get down to the end and we lack about a bucket full.
Well, if that happens, I got
some quickcrete.
No, just drag it back.
Yeah.
Push it back down, pile it up, add a little rock.
There you go.
And then
add the rock over here.
Add the rock in and blend back over it.
Yep.
I mean, sometimes that happens.
It could happen. All right, we're still pouring. We've just got this side left to do. Where this garage door is. Oh, reminds me, the rebar. Right there's the conduit. Sweep coming up out of the ground. Right where the meter's gonna go. Got plenty of threads. It's gonna be good. Steve, I'm gonna throw some rebar at you after he pours this over here. Like we did before, we'll drop it in. All right, so Steve sloped this side really good. So about a half inch more than normal, right?
Yeah.
And you did that cause why, Steve?
The weather. Rain comes in from the southwest.
We got the southwest right there. It's what time is it right now? About 2 o'clock in the afternoon. There's the sun. It's October, late October. So the weather comes in this way, and we noticed some water in our garage from where it just blew in right here previously. So we got a nice slope here to run off. Gonna be walking crooked, but that's okay. He's telling me if we've got 1 more yard on this truck. And we're going to have enough to finish this area over here. Cross your fingers.
Got a yard on that truck? No. You ain't.
He's saying we don't have a yard. He said no.
No, you ain't got a yard on it.
You don't think we got a yard left on? Oh. All right, we're hoping. Fingers crossed, man.
I tell him I misunderstood.
Yeah, I'll tell him. Hey, he said he misunderstood you. He said we might have enough. He don't know. There's no gauges in there. Hey, you want this rebar now or after you toss it in? Huh? It won't go up?
No, this here was wet. It'll sit on top of it. It'll sit on top and our bulldozer will go right down.
Good. That's what we should have done inside. Yeah, we had a bunch in there.
Yeah, you couldn't do that inside.
Yeah, too much. All right, guys, fingers crossed. Don't run out. Steve, you've been doing it a long time. Can you tell by the sound of the truck what we got?
Oh, yeah, you get down. He's running the whole lot.
Gary, what's your bet? If you were a betting man, would you say we're going to have enough?
I think we'll make it.
You bet we make it?
I think we'll make it.
Lunch on you if we don't make it?
I'm in for all that.
We will find out very soon. Well, one thing about it, if this works, that's great, because that means we wasted no money on extra concrete that we gotta, I don't know, dump somewhere. After they do this, they're gonna broom the whole thing, smooth it out the best they can, and we will let her dry. Okay, let's see what happens. I think we're gonna do it.
Boy, you right there.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Whatever we gotta do, it's coming. It's still coming. Is he empty?
He's right there.
Keep pushing.
We got one more piece back there.
Keep pushing it.
We got another piece back there.
Oh, we're good. We're good. Yes. Yes. Yes.
We're gonna make it. We made it.
We made it. We made it. Do you want him to keep pouring or stop?
Hold up.
Hold up one second.
Another shot.
Need a little more?
We're gonna need probably, I got half a bucket.
A half a bucket.
Half a bag. Half gallon. Now, I think we got enough.
You want me to tell him to go or hang to?
No.
No, okay.
We don't go nowhere to get done in.
Dude, it looks like we're gonna make this work, doesn't it? Hey, you want that rebar now?
No.
It's right behind you when you're ready. I know I probably drive everybody crazy, asking too many questions, getting too involved, but hey,
Inquiring minds
it's
wanna know.
fun. Inquiring minds want to know. That's right. I'm just trying to help.
Don't bother me none.
As long as it don't bother Gary none, we're good.
I'm just like this. I'm gonna do my job regardless.
That's right. You're on camera. Be careful what you say.
Better than my little boy. Yeah, what's that? He'd be, how we gonna do that? What do we?
Yeah, I know, right? I just wanted to show you guys real quick how close we came to running out. So he's washing out here. This is all just water. But right up the hill here, this is where we put what was left over in this ditch. Because it's eroding a lot, and I thought, well, why not put some nice hard concrete in the bottom? And there's a lot of this is water. But yeah, that's it. I mean, we got every penny's worth out of this. Not bad. We are down to the finish. Now it's time to just smooth it out and make it look beautiful. Ain't that right, Gary? Looking good, looking good. Yep. Man, we had just enough. That is nice. Can't wait to get a drone over here. All right, well guys, it's been a long day. The sun has gone down, and I was just on the phone and FaceTiming my wife and my mom, and I was showing them the concrete. I was looking out in the field, and there was a whole nice little herd of deer right on the horizon there near the woods. And then I got to watch them come all the way across the field and go into these woods over here. There was, I think, 5 or 6, maybe even 7 of them. But that was a beautiful little scene. A nice way to end my day. Even though it's getting a little dusk, I wanted to go ahead and show you the finished product. Funny thing is, we have a lot of hickory trees. In fact, this area is known for hickories and hickory nuts. And in fact, we got shag hickories all over the place. Beautiful trees. Well, there's a nice little indention on the concrete right in the middle where a hickory nut was laying. I don't know if you can see it, but it fell right there, and it gave us a nice little pitted area. That'll be one to remember. But here's the concrete. I think it turned out great. We are getting a lot of rain tonight, starting at 2 a.m. now. They've moved it back. And so I'm really concerned with no gutters on the barn yet. My fear is that it's going to come off this roof and really create a problem right down here on each side. I think it'll be okay everywhere else, hopefully, but that's my big concern. But yeah, hopefully it won't do that, and this will look just as good after this rain's over. We've got 3 days of it though, so it's gonna be challenging for this stuff to dry up, but I think it turned out beautiful. There's either a squirrel or a deer over there. This time of night there's sounds everywhere, which is awesome. This is going to be good. Again, we used 4,000 psi concrete, so I think it's going to be pretty strong. Half fiber. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said earlier, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this kind of stuff. Some wildlife, some nature, tractor stuff, land stuff. They're running all over the place over there. It's awesome.